Hey, Ken here with Law Firm Marketing Services. I had a recent call that I did, a consultation call with a client, prospective client, and they were actually working with a big agency. It's called findlaw.com, and you may be familiar with them. There's a lot of things that they do very well, but there's also opportunities that can be missed when you're with a very, very big company versus a smaller boutique specialized agency. One of the things we realized is that in the footer of their website, you go down to the very bottom of the page, you'll see a link that goes to findlaw.com. This is very common within the agencies today. They want to go in and at the very bottom of the page, they want to list their website. They do this in hopes of gaining some referral traffic. But what happens when they create this link, in almost every case, and we found this so far with every FindLaw client that we started to work with, they do what's called a do follow on that link back to their website. Now with these links, when you go into the code, there's 4 different options on how, when you're setting up the code, that you can label these links. And one is a do follow, another is no follow, and then you're gonna have sponsored and UGC. Basically what's important to know is no follow and follow. Everybody's trying to gain links that are follow links. And these are the links that have the most value for SEO, and the most impact that it can make for your organic rankings. So if your website, for example, an article was done on Bloomberg, or an article was done on CNN, or whatever it is, and they link to your website, that link is telling Google that here's a big, well-known branded site like Bloomberg or Forbes or whatever it is, and they're linking to your site. And that automatically gives you a lot of credibility on your website. It's like you're rising with the tide, you're being associated with greatness, right? As opposed to if you had a bunch of spammy or medical marijuana or some type of drug or sex-related website and it's linking somewhere else, they're gonna associate your website with that as an extreme example. So the importance is when you get these links that they are labeled as follow links. Bringing this all full circle for you with this situation when we were consulting on this FindLaw account, they had all of their links, hundreds of them, because it's on the footer of every page that's created. Every page of the website, every blog page, every one of these pages in the footer had a link back to the findlaw.com site, and they were all labeled as follow. So what that's doing is 2 things. One, it's sucking off the SEO juice and that ranking juice for your website and for your map rankings. So what needs to happen is A, tell them to change all of those to no follow links. The second thing that happens as a result of doing this, and when they do this across hundreds of websites, law firm websites, the second thing that happens is now they are gaining the value of thousands and thousands of do follow links from law firm websites back to the FindLaw website, and it pushes them up in ranking. Now when you go to do a search in your local market, what happens is you're competing against them. They're coming up ahead of you in search, and now you're trying to outrank them when in effect you were giving them the gas to fuel their rankings. So it's a way that you can easily fix an issue if you are working with like a Justia.com, a FindLaw.com, some of these large companies. I'm not saying in every single instance that's what happens, but so far with every FindLaw account that we have consulted with, that's one thing we've consistently found across the board with them. So if you make this change, you can actually give yourself some it's low-hanging fruit, and you can actually improve your rankings for both organic and your map rankings. Give it a few weeks to play out after you make the changes, but follow your Google Analytics, follow the traffic stats. Let me know what you find out on this.